start the class, and you all of you know that already we are discussing regarding the paper 103 block 3, and already we have completed all the learning models, and from there today again we will continue. Okay. uh, and we have to start, I think so. We have discussed in the last class regarding different what is learning, what are the different types of learning, and what are the how the factors mostly responsible for learning as the teacher related factors, environment related factors, and factors affecting the learning, and different approaches of learning. Okay. So today I think all of you have gone through of all in your module in the block 3 regarding the classical conditioning, operant conditioning, social learning, information processing theory, constructivist approach, humanistic approach, all these things. Uh, and today we will start from spatial education. I think all of you know uh, what is spatial education. It means education for the special need children. So whenever we are talking regarding the word special, there is a question in our mind: who are special? Definitely, uh, we can say that the extreme things are always the special. It means, as we know in the nature, everything is distributed in a normal probability curve. It means you take any characteristics, whether it is intelligence or it is the creativity, or any characteristics, whether it is a psychological characteristics, or we can tell the beautiness, or we can say um, mm, any talent or anything. Suppose we will take as a character, and we will make, and we will search, and we can find that the extremes are always less in the world than the average, and everything is in the nature is distributed in a normal probability curve. I think you all of have idea regarding the normal probability curve. As we know, the normal probability curve is a bell shaped curve, and in the statistics already you have the idea regarding that, where at the midpoint both mean, median, and mode all are equal, and both side of the curves are symmetrical. It means, uh, suppose we can take the extreme ends. Suppose in the right hand we can take the extreme ends, and left hand we can find the extreme ends. Suppose we can take the now the example, the characteristics is as intelligence. So in intelligence, if you will see, we can find in the nature that very highly intelligent peoples are very less in the society, and also very low intelligent peoples are very less in the society, and we can find average intelligent people are more in the society. Okay, so here intelligence is one of the characteristics. As like that, if we can take any characteristics, whether it is creativity, beautifulness, handsome, or anything else, we can take, or we can make a survey, and we can find that always the extremes are less and average is more, and those extremes are called as the spatial. Suppose very high intelligent peoples are special, and also the students who have very less intelligent quotient, less intelligent, they are also special. So whenever the term, the word special arrive, we have to take into consideration of the extreme at the two ends. Yes. So we can say that anything which deviate from the normal is called as special. In general, suppose we will generalize what who are called as special. It means, as we know in the nature, normal things or average things are always in majority is more, but special things are always very less. Okay, so whether it is highly any character, the high, having the high quality is a special, and having the very lowest is also special. Highly intelligent people, they are also special, and in our normal education system, we can find everything according to the average learners. Suppose we can take the example of the classroom. It is always designed for the purpose of the normal children. And we can tell our curriculum, our examination, we can say the question paper, whenever we prepared a question paper from the point of view of the average learners. Okay. And so in general, if you will find from every aspect from the education system, we will see that special children are not finding that space in the normal education system. Okay, so now it's the time to concern how we can give more focus to those, the special needs children. Okay, so before going to know about how we can give focus on them, the special needs children, first of all, we have to know who are special. So as already I explained to all of you, both extreme ends are called as the spatial. In any characteristics, very highest are the spatial and very lowest are also the spatial. So anything which deviate from the normal is called as the spatial. And we know the education system is always for the average learners. Okay. Everything. Suppose you take example of the every from the very beginning, from curriculum, syllabus, teaching learning methodology, and examination, classroom environment, school environment, everything if we will take into consideration, we can find that always we are focused on the average learners. But as we know that every right, according to the Right to Education Act, every child has the right of education from a point of view of each and everything. So how now it is a question how we can also accommodate all these special need children in our normal or the general classroom situation. Okay. um, so that's why we can say that as we know also, we have the different if you will see also to the history of education, how the education system in India has developed, many changes are there, and we also will discuss regarding that. And we has to give focus on the education of the special kind of children. Here when I'm talking regarding the special kind of children, we have to take into consideration of both students with a disability and also gifted students or the talented students. Both are the special needs students because they both deviate from the normality. Okay, so we if we will go and see how the changes have occurred whenever we are talking regarding the education of these special needs children, that there was the time we used to think that how those children can educate with the normal children. So we have thought regarding the deinstitutionalization of those children. It means there is need of the special kind of institution for these special need children. But again, when after some time, the time arrived, we think about no, when we are going to make them deinstitutionalized, it means we are making them to out of the normal education, then they are unable to mingle with the normal children in the later stage of the life also. That's why again we think regarding the integration of those children. So how we can integrate them with the normal children. uh, so sometimes we think regarding the deinstitutionalization. Sometimes we have given focus on the integration, and we have given focus on the mainstreaming. Mainstreaming means placing all these children together in a normal mainstream. It means at together in general class. Okay. Again, we are thinking regarding the inclusion, not only the mainstreaming, but inclusion means how we can involve them in at every way, how they will never feel neglected in the normal education system, and they will get their own rights at every field. So now we are talking regarding the inclusion. So if you will see the system of education, gradually there are the changes from as I already told to you, from deinstitutionalization to integration, again from integrations to mainstreaming, and from mainstreaming to inclusion. And you all have idea now, we are now giving focus on the inclusive education. Okay, so inclusive education means how the question first of all arrive, how we will include these special need children in a normal education system from it at every aspect. It means not only make them to sit in a classroom with the general children, with the normal children, is not only the inclusion. They will never feel neglected, and they will get their rights equally in the class, in their, from physical point of view, from their academic point of view, and with their integration with the normal system, in the evaluation and their participation. So when we are talking regarding inclusion, each and every aspect has to be taken into consideration with very sensitization. Okay, so this is now the main target, or the main aim, or main objective, how the special need children can be include, or we can integrate them with their own rights. So before going to discuss regarding that, we must think that what are the changes are there, what are the different types of, when we are talking regarding the special need children, on the basis of their need, how the gifted and talented are the special needs, and when how the disabled are also the special need children, and how we will accommodate them in the normal education system. So for that purpose, we must have the complete idea regarding all those type of children first, who will come under the special need children. Okay, and there is also a lot of change in the definition or in the categories of the special need children. And for that purpose, one of the act also was passed in the parliament, which is called as the Right of Persons with Disability Act in the year 2016. 2016, one of the act was passed in our parliament regarding the disability, and many categories are also newly included in this category. So we must have the complete idea how the special need children, mostly the disabled, are categorized into different groups, and what are the disability are coming under these category, what are the different types of disability are coming under this special need category according to the act of 2016. Okay, we must have the complete idea regarding all these things. So if we will take into consideration of the physical disability, physical disability is also categorized into different types, as we can say locomotor disability, visual impairment, hearing impairment, and again the physically means, we are going to categorize into three groups: locomotor disability, and visual impairment, and the hearing impairment. And again, under locomotor disability, different categories peoples are coming, like we can say, um, we can say that now the newly category include under the locomotor disability is the leprosy cured persons. It was not there before 2016. Means a person who have suffered in the leprosy disease also have cured are also coming under one of the disabled locomotor disability. Like that, cerebral palsy, dwarfism, muscular dystrophy. These are the new category, and acid attack victims are also included under this category. So we must have the idea regarding that what are the different type of the peoples or students are coming under this physical disability, because according to the change in time and change in the rules and regulations, there is change in the different type of disability. Okay, so you must have idea that locomotor disability not only the disability regarding that hands and the legs, not like that. New other category, as I already told to you: leprosy cured persons, cerebral palsy, dwarfism, muscular dystrophy. These are also the category coming under the physical disability. Like visual impairment. Visual impairment means, already we know, the blindness, or the means a condition where a person has not able to see anything. But again, in that, new categories are included, like not only the total absence of the sights, but a person who have the problem to see, and low vision also, the persons with having the visual disability minimum more than the 40%. are also coming under these categories. So these are the different type of physically impaired students. And like suppose hearing impairment, we are going to discuss like deaf or hard of hearing, speech and language disability, and another category physical, beyond the physical impairment, there is the intellectual disability. Intellectual disability also different categories are there, like dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. I think you must have learned, have listened about all these things. Dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, mental behavior or mental disorder, people's mental illness, or uh, multiple sensory disease, thalassemia, Parkinson disease. So these are the new categories which are included under the special needs according to the Act of 2016. And before that, these all the categories are not included under the disability. And now is the time we have to see how we can include all this type of the special need children, and not only that, children of disability, but also the children who are also having the highest level of intellectual ability. It means talented gifted students are also coming under the special need children. So now there is a question, how both the talented, gifted, and also the students of disability, how we can teach all of them with the normal children or with the average learners in a general and normal classroom system. So this is called as the inclusion. So when we are talking regarding the inclusion, now it is a very big question mark, how we can include all them. Not only by talking we are going to include them, as I already told to you, how as a teacher we can include all of them, how as a teacher we can include all of them in the category, so that uh, they will get their own rights, they will never feel neglected. Suppose take example of a gifted children also. When we are teaching in the class according to the point of view of the average learners, a gifted child or a talented child is also neglected, or are not able to prosper or to grow according to his level. So now it's a, how all in a normal classroom system are we able to teach of them, are able to teach, can we accommodate all type of children in a normal classroom system? If it is, then it is called as the inclusion. So now there is the provision by the government, or we are giving stress on inclusive education from every aspect. Suppose take example the physical infrastructure, take example of the accommodation of the classroom, or teaching learning materials, or teaching learning methodology, or the type of teachers, and teaching learning process in the class, evaluation, and their assessment process, each and everything. Now it is a question, how we can include all type of children in every aspect of the teaching learning process in the eh, teaching learning system, sorry, in the education system. So here I have prepared certain some PPT according to your module. All of you know that we are discussing regarding the block 3. Okay, your paper 103 block 3 we are discussing, and we are discussing regarding the special education. And whatever I have included in your module, on the basis of it I have prepared certain PPTs, and then now I am going to share the PPTs. Okay, just any one of you confirm the screen is visible or not. Screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
It's visible?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, already we have discussed regarding this special education. Here already I told you special education for special kind of children means education with disability or the gifted or the talented students. And who are special deviation is from a normal feature in the nature is called as the special children. Then we will come to trends in special education. So what are the normal trends are there in our education system regarding the trends in special education? So this is deinstitutionalization. Can anyone tell to me, have you understand what is deinstitutionalization? Already I explained regarding that, but none of you are present in the class. Are you able to understand what is deinstitutionalization? Or again I have to tell? Can anyone assure me? Who are present in this class, can anyone assure me, are you able to understand what is deinstitutionalization? Deinstitutionalization means we are talking regarding the education of the special needs children, not in the normal setup, but in a special condition to them. It means suppose we are talking regarding the disabled. Have you listened regarding the different type of school for the children with different disability? Blind school, and we know that the children with low in intellectual ability, the school, different type of schools are there. So when we are talking regarding a separate school on the basis of the disability, it means we are not going to include all type of children in a common school system. Then it is called as the deinstitutionalization. But now it is not the concept. We have given importance on integration. Integration means we want to teach all type of children in a normal system. So normalization, when we are talking regarding normalization, we give importance on the integration. It means we want to teach all type of children in a normal setup, but only when we are talking regarding the integration, the objective is not going to fulfill. Suppose we will make them to sit in one class, but only to accommodate them in a normal setup is not sufficient, because they are not able to achieve their rights properly. So we have given focus on mainstreaming. Mainstreaming means a general, a common school system where all type of children, none of the child can be detained from the education system. We will teach all type of children in a common school system. But the thing is that placing the disabled learners with the general class is only called as the mainstreaming, but it is not also sufficient. They also will not able to achieve their rights. So again the concept arrived, the inclusion. Inclusion means not only we'll make them to integrate, but we will include all type of children in such a way that every child will never get away from their rights from every aspect of education. Every aspect of education means we will give focus on the need of all type of children. It means the special need children, whether it is a gifted or a disabled, they will not never feel neglected in a common school system from any aspect. From any aspect means they must get the equal space or equal pace in the classroom, in the participation, in the teaching learning process, in the evaluation system, at everywhere we must able to accommodate them. Then only it can be called as the inclusion. Okay, now you are able to understand what is the concept of inclusion, how it has arrived. And already I have explained regarding the Right of Children Act, which is published by the Government of India in the year 2016, where a lot of changes are there regarding the special need children, and many more new categories are included according to this 2016 act. Okay, and you must have idea that very before who are called as the special need children, they are not only coming under that, but every type of children are coming under this category. It means new categories are also included. Okay, So those new categories, can anyone tell to me what are the new categories I told to you have included under the special needs according to the 2016 Act? My voice is audible to all of you. Are you able to listen me? One of you assure, please.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. You are audible.
Yes. Can anyone tell to me what are the new categories are included under the special need according to the 2016 Act? As we know that physically impaired, visually impaired, or mentally impaired, but after the 2016 Act, few more categories are also included under this category, under the special need. Can anyone tell to me what are those categories are there? କହିବ କିଏ କହିପାରିବ କୋଉ କାଟେଗୋରୀ ଗୁଡାକ ଏବେ ନୂଆରେ ଇନକ୍ଲୁଡ ହେଇଛି ଆମର ଏଇ ସ୍ପେଶିଆଲ ନିଡ୍ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆଗରୁ ନଥିଲା? ତମମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଲେଟ୍ ରେ କାହିଁ ଜଏନ କରୁଛ? ତମ କ୍ଲାସ 5:15 ରେ ତମ ପାଖେ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଅଛି ନା? ତମକୁ କେତେବେଳେ କହିଛି କ୍ଲାସ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହବା ପାଇଁ? 5:15 ଟି? ଆରେ କି କୁହ, ଗୋଟେ ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡ କର।
Yes, ma'am.
କିନ୍ତୁ କେହି 5:15 ତ ଜଏନ କରୁନ। ଅଲରେଡି କ୍ଲାସ ମୁଁ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟାଟେ ପଢେଇଲା ପରେ ଆଉ ସେମ୍ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ରିପିଟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ମତେ ଏବେ। କେହି ଜଏନ କରୁନ ତ ମୁଁ ଭାବିଲି ବୋଧେ ତମ ପାଖେ କଣ ରଙ୍ଗ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ଅଛି କି ଲେଟ ରେ କ୍ଲାସ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହଉଛି ବୋଲି।
No, ma'am. You continue your class, ma'am.
କଣ କଣ?
मैम आप कंटिन्यू कर लीजिए ना।
ତ ଏବେ according to 2016 act ରେ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ ନୂଆ କ୍ୟାଟେଗୋରୀ ଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମର ସ୍ପେଶାଲ ନିଡ୍ ରେ ଇନକ୍ଲୁଡ ହେଇଛି। those are the categories under physical impairment। ଯଦି ଆମେ କହିବା ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ ନୂଆ ଡିଜିଜ ଯେମିତି leprosy cured person, they are never able to come under the special needs. Now it is a new category added, like cerebral palsy, dwarfism, muscular dystrophy. These all are the newly added special need category under the locomotor disability. Like that, visual impairment also, according to the degree of impairment, 40% disability up to the minimum 40% disability, the children will also will come under the special need children. Like hearing disability, not only total deaf but hard of hearing, who have the minimum unable to listen from 60 decibel to 70 decibel loss, who have the 60 decibel to 70 decibel hearing loss or speech loss, they are able to come also under this category. Like learning disability children, whenever disability we are going to talk, the disability is the different types of disability are there: physical disability and mental disability, intellectual disability, learning disability. So under learning disability, there is the category of dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. ए ना गुड़ा को सुनी चो आगरू? What is dysgraphia, dyscalculia, dyslexia?
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
कही परिबो? ये कही परिबो what is dyslexia?
This is writing.
कौन कहलो? ये कही परिबो dysgraphia, dyslexia, dyscalculia?
Dyscalculia, ma'am, mathematics. Calculation.
Who are always
Mathematics
used to
dyscalculia.
get confused regarding the calculation, dyscalculia. Dysgraphia, they are
Dysgraphia,
unable
ma'am,
to,
reading.
yes, unable to understand the graphs and the reading are. And dyslexia, they always used to write in a different
Writing.
way. The yes, writing problem will be there, dyslexia. So these all are the specific learning disability. So they also will come under the special need children. Like autism, Autism, you understand? Autism child who have some neuro disorder. The children with some neuro disorder or whose neurodevelopment is not proper. So they are coming under also the category of the special need. Okay, that also affect their who have the problem of the neuro disorder. It is going to affect their ability to communicate, to understand, to make the relation with others, or to able to work properly. So they have also certain behavioral problem. Okay, so those type of children are also coming under the special need. Like we have the emotional disturbance, the children. So here I have mentioned what are the different types of classification of learners with special needs. Here, orthopedic, sensory impairments, autism, learning disability, emotional disturbance, speech or language impairment, gifted or talented. Okay, a category गुड़ाक भितर कोटा तुम बुझी पारन को we specially will discuss regarding that. Not the specific discussion कले both each and every one is required to understand. ए जो गुड़ाक मु एठी
मैम
मेंशन
फास्ट
करिछि.
ଟିକେ ବୁଝେଇବେ ଅର୍ଥୋପେଡିକାଲ impairment.
Orthopedical impairment means regarding the psychomotor ability. Okay, orthopedic regarding hands, limbs and legs. Okay, problem will be there, then it is called as the orthopedic. As I already told to you, orthopedic re be nua asuchi amaro leprosy cured persons. Okay, they have also will come under the orthopedic or locomotor disability. Orthopedic is also called as the locomotor disability. Okay, cerebral palsy, non-progressive neurological condition will be there, and due to of which they have the facing the problem of body movement, muscle coordination. Okay, muscle coordination problem, body movement problem, and that will come under the cerebral palsy. And like dwarfism, whose height is very less, from 4 feet to, whose height is less than 4 feet 10 inch, then they will also come under a children of locomotor disability. Like muscular dystrophy, muscular problem, muscles problem, are unable to stand properly, run properly, hold hand muscles, leg muscles are not properly developed, so they also will come under the orthopedic disability. And also the persons who are attacked with acid, and this is a new category which is added under this orthopedic disability, is called as the acid attack victims. Suppose someone has attacked by acid, and after that cured and victim of acid attack, they also will come under this locomotor disability or orthopedic impairment. Understand now? Like sensory impairment, sensory means impairment means sense disability, are having the problem regarding the sense organs. As we know, we have the 5 sense organs, and they are having the problem regarding the sense organs. Then they also come under this learning disability. They are also coming under this special need. Okay. बुझी पारलो बे? Then we'll come to the autism. Autism means already I explained to you, who have some neurological who are having not proper neurodevelopment. Okay, the children who are having some disorder on in case of their neurological development. Okay, and they have the different type of problem, like they are not able to communicate properly, they have some behavioral problem, they are unable to make the relation with others. Okay, they are unable to work with others, or some rigid behavior, stereotype behavior. So these type of children are all coming under the autism, and they are also the special need children. Like learning disability, already I explained to you, learning disability means dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, they will come under the learning disability. Emotional disturbance, can anyone tell to me what do you understand by emotional disturbance?
Mentally disturbance.
No, mental disorder is different than the emotional disturbance. Mental illness, that is completely different than the emotional disturbance. What is emotional disturbance? Suppose hyperactive children. Okay, they will come under emotional disturbance. Highly aggressive. Okay, when the child is very rigid, they are unable to, we are unable to make them anything by them. Okay, very rigid or very aggressive. Okay, or sometimes not at all responding. Okay, very extreme shyness. Okay, extreme shyness, extreme aggressive. This type of children will come under the emotional disturbance. Okay, and next is speech or language impairment, who have the problem of speaking and in communication. They will come under the speech and language impairment. And another is the gifted or talented. They are also coming under the special need children. Now you understand how we are going to categorize them. Classification of learners with special needs. Then one by one again we will discuss orthopedically challenged learners. Here under orthopedically challenged learners also different categories are there, as neurological causes, cerebral palsy, already I told to you, muscular dystrophy, arthritis, congenital malformation, accidents. So these are the categories which are coming under the orthopedically challenged learners. Okay. Next we will go to academic challenged learners. Academic challenge learners means the learners, they will come under the learning disability under the category of learning disability. Slow learners, underachievers, or learning disabled. Again it is going to categorize into three types. Slow learners, it means the children who are unable to learn properly, and due to of which their academic performance is very slow. They also will come under the category of special need. Like underachievers, no doubt the children are doing well, but they are not able to achieve what they really can do. So they are called as the underachievers. So they also will come under the special need. And learning disabled, already we have discussed. Then, so now you got a complete idea what are the different types of different uh, special category children. So again, now here the question is how we will accommodate them in a normal classroom situation. So what are the different strategy we have to follow to accommodate them in a normal classroom situation? The strategies for facilitation. So can anyone tell to me what are the real strategies we are going to follow in a normal school system? ଆମେ ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କଣ ଫଲୋ କରୁଛେ ଆଉ କଣ କରିବା ଦରକାର, କଣ କରୁଛେ ତା ବିଷୟରେ କାହାର କିଛି ଆଇଡିଆ ଅଛି କି? ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆମର କଣ କରାଯାଉଛି?
There is special training for CWSN students.
କାହାକୁ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦେବା ଦରକାର?
ଏଇ CWSN ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଯୋଉମାନେ ମାନେ ସ୍ପେଶାଲ ଡିଜାବିଲିଟି ସବୁ ଥିରେ ଥିବେ ଗୁଡା।
କାହାକୁ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦେବା ଦରକାର? ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦେବା ଦରକାର ନା ଆଉ କାହାକୁ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦେବା ଦରକାର?
ପିଲା ସହିତ ଗାର୍ଡିଆନ।
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ଏଇଠି ଶୁଣ, ଆମକୁ ଏଇଠି ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବାର ଅଛି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଟେଜିଜ ଫର ଫାସିଲିଟେସନ। ଆମେ ଏଇ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଏକୋମୋଡେଟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କଣ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଟେଜି ଆଡପ୍ଟ କରିବା? ତ ପ୍ରଥମ ଦରକାର, of course we have to provide the training. So training to whom we will provide? First of all, there is need of training to the teachers. Okay, teachers are not having, because as we know our teacher training course, we are not providing the special training in our during the course how to deal with the special need children, because we know that there are the separate teachers to teach to the special need children. Always we think that there is need of that different type of special teachers to teach the special need children, but now the situation is totally different, because we are now talking how all type of children can taught in a normal and common classroom system. So as a normal teacher, I must have the complete idea how I can teach to all type of learners. So when we are talking to all type of learners, These are all type of special need children are also coming under that. So first of all, the main strategy is that we have to provide special training to our teachers during the pre-service training time. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Teacher must have the complete idea. Teacher first of all have to identify what are the main problem, how the child will come under which category of special need. We have no idea regarding that also. What are the different types of special needs are there? And a child, what is the again it we think that a special need category, under a particular special need category also, the degree of disability differ. Okay, so teacher must have the complete idea what is the category of the special need of the child. Okay, we first of all able to identify such type of children. Suppose a child is having some learning disability, teacher must have idea regarding that. Okay, so how the teacher will get the idea? If we are able to provide sufficient training to them in their pre-service time period. So whenever we are providing the training to our students to be a teacher in that particular course, we must include all these training regarding how to teach to the special need children. Okay, so first of all strategy is that we have to provide the pre-service training to the teachers. Not only pre-service, as we know, according to time also some changes are there. Suppose to teach the special need children, now different type of equipments are available. Now science has developed in such a way that we can now teach a blind students also in a normal classroom situation. For them now different type of laptops are there, different type of mobile apps are there, and different type of new innovations, inventions are arriving in that teaching learning process. So as a teacher, we must have idea regarding that. So time to time we can also provide the in-service training also to the teachers, how to deal at the time of teaching to the special need children. Are you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
आजिकली दिन को दिन स्पेशल नीड चिल्ड्रन को पढ़ेवा पई हमर साइंस रे बहुत डेवलपमेंट हेलानी. विभिन्न प्रकार देखियो लैपटॉप, दे हैव द स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ लैपटॉप फॉर देम, द ब्लाइंड चिल्ड्रन, and it will pronounce whatever the things you will tell, it will pronounce, and they will learn themselves. And different mobile apps are also available, so not only visual impact, like every type of empowerment, now the new innovations in science, in technology are going to be uh, there. So as a teacher we must aware about it. As a teacher I have sufficient knowledge about it. So according to time we must provide special training to the teachers. So there is need of special in service training, how to teach the special need category children. Okay, so when we are providing the training, that training must be regarding how to use a appropriate teaching learning process by help of which all type of children can accommodate in a normal classroom situation. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and we can give idea regarding the different technological use, different teaching learning strategy, and how to use the cognitive training to them, behavioral modification training. First of all, the thing is that there must be the change in the attitude of the teachers, how to accept the special need children, because it is a very sensitive issue. Okay, as we already know, education is not a privilege, education is a right. So every child has the right to get the education. We are not going to do anything support to them. It is their rights. As a individual born, every individual has the right to educate. So it is their now rights. We are not going anything ever to them. They must will get the education. So for that purpose, every individual, as a teacher, as a society member, or as a parents, we must know how to accept those special need children. We must have a positive attitude for them, and there must be that change in at the attitude level. Attitudinal problem is now the main problem in a inclusive education. No doubt we have everything, but we already at the mental level we know that no, we can't teach such type of children in a normal classroom system. So we are not at all ready to accept them. So first of all, there is need of training to bring the change in the attitude of the teachers, how to accept them, how to accept them as the normal child in a normal classroom situation. So these are the main strategies are required. And first of all, the thing I would like to suggest that here, the as I already involved in the teaching learning process, the change in attitude will solve most of the problem. Because teachers are not only having, suppose you take example, when for the parents a special need child has born, are they able to neglect the child, or they are giving the special focus? They accept it as their child, and they give more lot of love and affection. As like the teacher also need to give more love and affection and more acceptance in a normal classroom system. Okay. Next is that methods of teaching. How the is there any new methods of teachings are there for that? So suppose whenever we are talking regarding the methods of teaching, special like that methods of teachings are not there. It depends on the teachers, but different motion. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes,
Screen is
ma'am.
visible?
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yes.
No, ma'am. No.
No, ma'am.
Your voice is not visible to me. Any network issue is there? I think so. My voice is
No, ma'am.
audible to all of you?
Audible, ma'am. Not visible. The slide is not visible.
Slide is not visible.
Ma'am, your voice is audible.
No.
Okay. Now you tell to me, is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now we will discuss regarding the methods of teaching. So you know what is methods of teaching? Can anyone assure to me what do you understand by methods of teaching? କିଏ କହିପାରିବ methods of teaching ମାନେ କଣ ବୁଝୁଛ ତମ ମାନେ? କଣ method of teaching ଅଛି?
Lecturer method, descriptive, analytical.
Yes. ଠିକ କହୁଛ, କୁହ ଆଉ କଣ ଜାଣିଛ?
Inductive and deductive.
Yes, very good. Inductive, deductive, analytic, synthetic, lecture method, field trip method, problem solving method, heuristic method. Okay, different type of methods are there. How we will transact the content to our learners. Okay, so these methods of teaching plays also very important at the time as the teacher when we are going to select a particular method, when we know that we are going to include all type of children in my classroom. It means all type of category students are there in front of me, and I have to teach the different type of learners. So at that time, choosing the method of teaching is a very important thing for the teacher. Okay. So as uh, and we also know that there is the multiple method of teaching, not only one method of teaching. We can take the use of the different methods in combination also. As we know, observation come discussion, lecture come discussion, or we can say demonstration come discussion. Okay. So at the time of teaching to these all type of children or the in a common classroom system, choosing the method of teaching or the model of teaching plays a very important role for the teacher. to accommodate all type of learners in the normal classroom situation. And there are different type of model of teaching are also there, and many type of models are involved in this module, and just I will focus certain models. Okay, so different model teaching, just I'm going to tell what are the models are there in your module. Okay, information processing models, concept attainment model, inquiry training model, advanced organizer model, model of intellectual development. Okay, and these all models are play a very important role, and as a teacher we must have the idea regarding all these model. Information processing model. Information processing model means, as we know, uh, we must give certain input, and it will be analyzed or synthesized. Again it will be processed, and later we will give focus on the output. Then it is called as the information processing model. Concept attainment model. Whenever we are going to teach a particular model, we first of all give the importance on the concepts. What are the new concepts we are going to teach? Then it is called as the concept attainment model, which is developed by Brunner. Okay, and inquiry training model. Inquiry training model is also, and here also I have given the from your module the screenshots I have included here. Just you go and see this. This is visible, inquiry training model.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Yes, inquiry training model. See, what are the pages we have given importance under this inquiry training model? We have given focus on scientific process, strategy for creative inquiry, spirit of creativity, independence and autonomy in learning, tolerance of ambiguity, and tentative nature of knowledge. Okay, so these are the steps we have to follow at the time of following this inquiry training model. Okay, and like this, there is an advanced organizer model which is suggested by Asubal. Okay, advanced organizer model, model of intellectual development which is suggested by Kohlberg. So these are the separate models are there, and for teaching to the special need children, we have to have a complete idea regarding all these models, how we must follow all these models. Okay, and next, personalized. Suppose these all are there when we are going to teach regarding in the groups. Personalized models of teaching re amara ethi focus karaichi non directive teaching model. Non direct, what is non directive teaching model? Just you go and see. Non directive teaching model which enhances personal awareness, generates self development, fulfill a variety of social and academic goals, and leads to effective growth. So this is a non-directive teaching model. Okay, so like these behavioral teaching models are also there, to on the basis of how we can behavior can be the theme of the teaching model. On the basis model, contingency management model. So these all are, whatever I'm going to tell, it is very difficult to discuss each and everything in detail. You have to go through of your module. If any doubt is there, you can ask me. In the last class, we will keep a doubt class. If you have any doubt, again, otherwise I will just touch all these and I will have to move, because we have to complete all the 4 modules. Okay, so direct suppose behavioral models of teaching re जोटा कि हमरो बेसी फोकस करा जे सेल्फ कंट्रोल मॉडल. सेल्फ कंट्रोल मॉडल रो इंपोर्टेंस होची अवेयरनेस ऑन एनवायरनमेंट, sense of control over oneself and environment, increased self-esteem and confidence, increase in desirable behavior, decrease in undesirable behavior are the self-control model. So we have to learn all these models as a teacher and have to choose a particular model on the basis of the need of the children, and as a teacher we must have the knowledge regarding all these models. Okay, contemporary approaches to teaching. Okay, first of all you tell now, till now whatever we have discussed the model, you have you understand all these things what I told to you, or जोड़ा तमर जदि किछि बुझी परनो कहू जे ताले डिस्कशन करियन, otherwise we will move. तम समस्त के पाखे मॉड्यूल अछि ना तमरो, सॉफ्ट कॉपी हो कि हार्ड कॉपी हो? अरे रेस्पोंड करो हाँ कि नहीं.
नो मैम.
सॉफ्ट कॉपी भी नहीं, मॉड्यूल रे सॉफ्ट कॉपी नहीं.
नो मैम.
You can download it from Google. It is online, it is available. ताले तो मैंने पढ़ू जो केमिति?
मैडम अच्छी हार्ड कॉपी बुक अच्छी.
हार्ड कॉपी अच्छी, हार्ड कॉपी पाइछो समस्ते?
मैम बुक हाँ मैम पाइछि.
अच्छा ताहले तमे देखिबो तमरो ए ब्लॉक 3 रे डिफरेंट टीचिंग मॉडल गुडा अछि, जोडा जोडा को मु वर्तमान तमो फोकस कली कहिली डिफरेंट मॉडल्स ऑफ टीचिंग रे. इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग मॉडल टू आरंभ करिकि कांसेप्ट अटेनमेंट मॉडल, एनक्वायरी ट्रेनिंग मॉडल, एडवांसर ऑर्गेनाइजर मॉडल, मॉडल ऑफ इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट कोहलबर्ग करो, पर्सनलाइज्ड मॉडल रे नॉन डायरेक्टिव टीचिंग मॉडल, बिहेवियरल मॉडल रे डायरेक्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन, सेल्फ कंट्रोल मॉडल, कंटिजेंसी मैनेजमेंट मॉडल. ए सब गुडा को मॉडल गुडा को जो अछि तमे भलो भाबे पढिबो. जदि तम मानकर किछि डाउट अछि जदि पचारिबो देन स्पेसिफिकली वी विल डिस्कस ऑल दोज. ओके, अदरवाइज एबे भी जदि किछि डाउट अछि कुआ, अदरवाइज वी विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. नाही पढिबो पढो. नेक्स्ट आउरी हमरो दुटा क्लास अछि, जो क्लास रे तमे पचारिबो आमे से विषय रे डिस्कशन करबा. ठीक अछि? कर देले ए सब गुडा जो कहली नहीं आबू
मैडम मोर एक्चुअली
ये
साइंस
पढ़ो
स्ट्रीम
ता
थिला
बुझी
तो
परिबनी
जानि
तुमको
नहीं
पढ़ियो
बेसी
दिबो
किछि.
निजे. ओके,
बीएड टाइम
नेक्स्ट.
आई
अच्छा अच्छा एई सब को मॉडल रो को भी गोटे मॉडल तमे ग्रेजुएशन की
ओके
बीएड
मैम.
की कोठी पढ़ी ना. अच्छा जदि पढ़ी ना सुनो मॉड्यूल अछि तम पाखरे पढ़ो. जदि किछि डाउट अछि मते नेक्स्ट क्लास पचारि परिबो. ठीक अछि? नेक्स्ट हमको नेक्स्ट हमें मूव करिवा कंटेम्पररी अप्रोच टू टीचिंग. Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Contemporary approach to teaching रे नोची next we will discuss regarding brainstorming. ये कहिबो मते what is brainstorming? What do you understand from this word brainstorming?
Somewhat
Brain
brain brain have a
हाँ
that was called brainstorm.
कौन आउथरे कहले.
हठात किसी जदि शॉक हो जाए ताहले से समय रे जो सडन किसी फ्लक्चुएशन हुए सेटा को ब्रेनस्टॉर्म हुआ जाए.
Okay. Actually, brainstorming is going to be used as an approach in teaching. Okay. Here, the thing is that directly the teacher will not teach anything. The teacher will provide a situation and will provide a field to the students so that students will think, they will take the use of their own brain and they will try to find out. Okay, ready made the things what the teacher is not going to teach in the class. Whatever the things are the teacher want to teach, the teacher will not teach directly those things, but will probably create a situation or will give a situation where it will provide ample opportunity to the students to think and to find out. So it is called as the brainstorming session. So before going to teach something, or by teaching something, not without teaching something directly, the teacher will provide such a situation where the students will get the opportunity to find out the things themselves. Okay, where they will take the use of their own brain, and they will, whether they will, whatever they will find out, whether it will be suitable, it will be correct or wrong, it's not the matter, but the teacher want to discover whatever the teacher want to explore what the children already know and how they are able to do it. That is called as the brainstorming, and this is now a very popular approach in the teaching learning process, is the brainstorming approach. If you will go to see in the 5B have you have idea regarding 5B model of teaching? 5B model of teaching, you have any idea regarding the 5B? As already I told you many models of teaching, out of that 5B is also a model of teaching. Is there any idea regarding 5B model of teaching?
Time.
अच्छी किछि जानिछो 5B model विषय?
Ma'am, 5B.
5E E 5B model. 5B model of teaching B.Ed କରିଥିଲେ ତମେ
Engage,
ଯଦି B.Ed
explore.
କରିଛ ତ ନିହାତି ଜାଣିଛ.
Ma'am, engage,
Yes,
explore,
yes.
ex- elaborate,
Explain,
explain,
elaborate, and evaluate.
elaborate, evaluation.
Yes, 5B model is also a model of teaching where we are going to follow 5 steps, and all the steps are started from E. That's why it is named as the 5B model. And first step is the engage, second is the explore, third is the explain, fourth is elaborate, and fifth is the evaluate. And here the two stages, as it is there in engage and explore, have given more focus on brainstorming. Understand? Because the teacher directly not going to teach what the teacher want to teach, but have engaged the students in such a way that they will take the use of their own brain, and whatever they have already having the idea and knowledge, on the basis of it they will first explore, they will find out, and on the basis of that again the teaching learning process will run. Explain, elaboration, and evaluation will occur. Okay, so here the focus is given more on brainstorming, participatory process. What the thing is that the teaching learning process must not be never one-sided. As here I'm asking you several times, so you are not responding anything, and I'm whatever I know I'm going to teach in a one way. It is never called as a class. Okay, it cannot be called as a class. It can be called as a preach. Okay, we are not going to preach. We are not teaching is something different than preaching. Okay, preaching means you know what the individual know, what are the good things are there. One individual in one sided is going to speak. Okay, but this is never called as a teaching, and that teaching that never called as a teaching learning process. Teaching learning process means it always must be two sided, and participation must required, otherwise never the learning can be occurred. Okay, so teaching, that's why we are never called as a teaching class. Teaching learning, where teaching is there, learning must be assured, and where if participation is not there, how we can assure the learning? So definitely whenever we are going to focus on learning, we must focus on the participation of the students. If the teaching is one sided, only the teacher is going to speak, and only the teacher has the freedom to do each and everything, and there is not at all the participation of the students are assured, so it never can be called as the teaching learning process. So visualization in the participatory process is a new approach, like role play, focus group discussion, focus group task. These are the contemporary approaches which has to be focused more at the time of integrating all type of children in the normal classroom system. Role play, are you able to understand what is role play? এটা তো বুঝি পারছো না?
Participating. No, slide is not visible.
দেখা যাওনি?
No.
ওকে,
ନାଇଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ঠিক ଅଛି, ଆଉ ଥରେ ସେୟାର କରୁଛି। ଏବେ ଦେଖାଗଲା?
Yes,
ଏବେ
ma'am.
ଦେଖାଗଲା?
ହଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
Contemporary
Yes.
approaches to teaching ଲେଖିଛି ଯୋଉ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ ଟା ଦେଖା ଯାଉଛି?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So we have discussed regarding brainstorming, visualization and participation process, role play. I
Yes.
think you understand what is role play. Something as verbally we are going to discuss, it has the less impact on learning. So whenever we are going to do something or we want to teach something by playing a role, then it is has that more effect on learning. So that's why the focus is given when we are going, suppose a child is unable to listen, okay, but you are going to play this by making some acting, you are going to teach, so definitely the child will understand. But one child is unable to see, but you are shouting and you are providing the dialogue, and you are with good communication, the child is able to listen, so the child is able to understand. So the thing is that, so something when we represent in the process of role play to teach our children, it has more impact on the students, and mostly when the students are at the school level. School level रे आमे जेतेबेले पिला मानको गोटे जिंस रोल करिकी एक्ट करिकी आमे पढाऊ, ताहार इम्पैक्ट पिला मानको ऊपर अधिका रही थाए. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. तमे सेथिबे देखिबो हमर जेति आमे किंडरगार्टन कथा कहिबा, आमे छोटो पिलांक एलकेजी यूकेजी कथा कहिबा, छोटो पिलांक कथा कहिबा, मोस्टली हमर ड्रामाटाइजेशन, रोल प्ले, एक्टिंग ए सब ऊपर फोकस दिया जाए अधिका, because it will be more interesting and it will attract the attention of the students and the learning will be assured. Okay, it will be more interesting for them and they will come, because we know the children are not having the abstract thinking. तांको जदि आमे केवल लैंग्वेज रे पढिबा, कम्युनिकेट करिक पढिबा, समान abstract जिंसटा को भाबी पारंती नाही, किंतु तांका आगरे जदि एक्ट करिक पढा जाए, जे कोनोसी जिंसटा गोटे एक्टिंग करिक देखा जिवो, आमे कहिबा आबे सूर्य चारिपटे 9टा ग्रह बुलुचंती, गोटे छोट पिला संग संग से सेतिकी विजुअलाइज करि परिबो न प्रकृति रे सूर्य कोडे अचंती, केमिति बुलुचंती, बट जदि आमे ताको एक्ट करिक देखेबा, एटा हाय ये गोटे पर्टिकुलर सूर्य आ ये सब 9टा ग्रह ता पछपटे बुलुचंती, ताको आमे गोटे रोल प्ले करिक देखेबा, then they will able to visualize, because the abstract thinking is not developed for the children. So when we are going to teach mostly the low intellectual students, means whose intellectual ability is very less, or we can say the children who have whose abstract thinking is not developed, at that time role play approach is the best approach to teach.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଭିଜୁଆଲ
Understand?
ଦେଖାଯାଉନି।
कौन पीपीटी देखा जाउनी?
ନାଇଁ ma'am.
ଦେଖାଯାଉନି।
नेटवर्क इश्यू होउछ बोले। एबे एबे देखा गेला?
No, not yes, yes.
देखा गेला? अच्छा, ठीक अछि, बुझी पारलो ताले एबे रोल प्ले कोन?
Yes, ma'am.
काहे कि हमें रोल प्ले को गोटे अप्रोच हिसाब रे यूज करबा दरकार. ओके, नेक्स्ट विल कम टू फोकस ग्रुप टास्क और फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन. ए फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन माने किछि बुझी पारछो? कोन फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन हेतै?
गोटे टॉपिक को पिला मानक मध्य रे मन बुझेइबाटा फोकस करबा, माने सम एग्जांपल माध्यम रे.
अच्छा, फोकस ग्रुप डिस्कशन हला जे आमे निजे न न कहिकी गोटे टॉपिक विषय निजे एज ए टीचर मु एक्सप्लेन न करिकी आमे कोन करबा गोटे ग्रुप करदबा पिला मानकु डिफरेंट ग्रुप करबा गोटे पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक रो डिफरेंट डायमेंशन से मानकु असाइन करबा सेमानकु निजे ता विषय रे डाटा कलेक्ट करिकी सेमाने निजे प्रेजेंट करबे गोटे जिंस एंड whenever their term will come they will provide and they will discuss and as a teacher you will be there as a moderator. Okay, as a teacher I am not going to present everything in front of the students. I have categorized my students into different groups and I have taken a particular topic, and under a particular topic different dimensions are there, and I have assigned the different dimension to the different groups, and the students will collect the information, they will read, they will analyze it, and their opinion, their views they will represent whenever their term will be there. So all the groups will present, and there will be the discussion and question answer session, and as a teacher you will be there to moderate. As a moderator you will be there, and that is called as the focus group discussion. And it is also a very good approach nowadays in contemporary time. It is a very good approach to involve all type of learners in a normal classroom situation. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
बुझी पारला what is focus group task or focus group discussion? It is called as the focus group task
Yes, ma'am.
because task has assigned to each and every group. Task is assigned to each and every group, and according to them they will them or to make a conclusion or to draw the abstracts, okay, out of their discussions. So this is a focus group task. So these all are the different approach and model which is mentioned in your block 3. So today now here we have completed the block 3. Already I told to you, if you have any doubt, you go through your module and next class you can ask also. Yes. ତମାନେ ତବେ ପଢି ନ ବୋଧେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତମମାନଙ୍କର ଯେତେ ଅଧିକା ପଢିବ ସେତେ ଅଧିକା ଡାଉଟ ଆସିବ. ଡାଉଟ କାହାର ଆସେ ଯେ ବେଶୀ ପଢିବ ତାର ବେଶୀ ଡାଉଟ ଆସିବ, ଆଉ ଯେ କିଛି ପଢିବନି ତାର କେବେ ବି ଡାଉଟ ରହିବ. ବୁଝିପାରିଲ? ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତମେ ଯଦି ମଡ୍ୟୁଲ ପଢିବ ଭଲରେ ତାହେଲେ ତମର ବହୁତ ଗୁଡାଏ ଡାଉଟ ଆସିବ, ଆଉ ତମେ ଯେତେ ଡାଉଟ ପଚାରିବ ଆମେ ସେତେ ଅଧିକା ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବା. ଠିକ ଅଛି. ନେକ୍ସଟ ଆମର ବ୍ଲକ 4 ଅଛି, ଆମେ ବ୍ଲକ 4 କୁ ମୁଭ କରିବା. ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଥରେ ତମକୁ ଏଠି ମୋର ପିପିଟି ସେଟ୍ ଷ୍ଟପ୍ କରିକି ମୁଁ ବ୍ଲକ 4 ତମକୁ ସେୟାର କରୁଛି. ତମର ବ୍ଲକ 4 ହଉଛି about ବ୍ଲକ 4 ରେ କଣ ଅଛି ଜାଣିଛ ନା ଦେଖିନି ନା? ବ୍ଲକ 4 ହଉଛି about stress, identity formation, जोटा कि हमें प्राय मॉड्यूल 1 रे डिस्कशन करथिले सेई टाइप रो कंटेंट गुडा का तमरो ब्लॉक 4 रे अछि. ब्लॉक 3 और ब्लॉक 4 टोटली डिफरेंट हैला. तो एठी हमकु तमरो कॉलेज रिलेटेड कंसर्न्स, एकेडमिक कंसर्न्स ए सब विषय रे डिस्कशन करिया को पड़ियो. हां, यूथ कल्चर, स्ट्रेस कोन, इफेक्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेस कोन, मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ कोन हैला, ए सब गुडा को विषय रे तमकु काउंसलिंग कोन, गाइडेंस कोन, ए सब विषय रे हमर डिस्कशन करिया को पड़िबो. एडजस्टमेंट कोन, प्रोसेस ऑफ एडजस्टमेंट कोन, जहा जहा तमर ब्लॉक 4 रे आछी जस्ट तुमको ब्रीफली कहूची कोन कोन आसुची. तापरे ब्लॉक 4 रे रिगार्डिंग गाइडेंस, काउंसलिंग, एडजस्टमेंट, normal academic culture in a educational institute, what is the stress, what is stress management for the youth, ए सब जिनिस आसीबो तमरो. ताले हमें प्रथमे जो स्ट्रेस और स्टॉर्म रो आरंभ करिवा. तम मते को व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय स्ट्रेस एंड स्टॉर्म? एबे देखा जाउची स्क्रीन? देखा गला? स्क्रीन देखा गला?
हाँ. Yes.
हैला. So we will start तमर सेही पेपर रही MES-103 रो block 4 ଆଉ block 4 टा बोधे तमर last चारटा ही block अछि ला last block टा एइठरे तमर ए stress ଆଉ storm ଆଉ institutional climate ए सब रु आरंभ होइछि तो प्रथमे हमें डिस्कशन करिया what is storm and stress के मते कहबो what is storm and stress हमें ऑलरेडी ए विषय रे सेकंड यूनिट रे डिस्कशन करिथिले मते प्रथमे कहलो what do you understand from childhood adolescent and adulthood ए तीनटा डिफरेंस कोन मते कहलो प्रथमे
childhood from the year of age 3 to 9 or 10. Adolescence period
yes
11. Adolescence period is 11 to 18.
okay then adulthood
Adulthood after 18 to 25 age or 30.
okay एठे कहा जाउछ very good एठे कहा जाइछि जे young adulthood is a stage of storm and stress adulthood means we understand after 18 it means after completion of adolescent there is the start of the adulthood and young adulthood means the beginning of adulthood okay so the beginning of adulthood which is a stage of stress and storm are you agree with this
Yes, ma'am.
why it is a stage of stress and storm
They have different ideas from friend circle. That is the
yes
stress, mind maturity, mind disturbance, that type of problems created. That is the stress.
okay actually if you will see at the time of childhood mostly we are going to control by our parents by our teachers and we always give importance on imitation how to learn how to oblige and all these things and when
Yes.
adolescent came the stage the heroism is going to develop at that time fantasy heroism so at the stage of adolescent they are going to enter to a new world and they think that whatever we know that is correct what is the things are there nothing is impossible so the heroism the characteristics of heroism or we can say the risks and are the stage of adolescent but after completion
Rigidity.
of adolescent when they really enter to the adulthood they are now have to make a balance to the fantasy to the real world so mostly the children used to stay in fantasy at the stage of adolescent okay but when they
Yes.
enter to the adulthood now they are aware about the reality of the world reality of the society real what is the real situation so now it become a very difficult situation for them to adjust to that condition and it is a stage of transit period we can say it is a transit period it means it is now that people's accept them as a elder ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ adolescent ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ନା ନା ତମେ ଛୁଆ ଅଛ କିଛି କରିପାରିବନି ଛୁଆଟା ତୁ କିଛି କରିପାରିବୁନି but ଯେତେବେଳେ adulthood କୁ enter କରେ there is a lot of expectation of the parents from them you have to do something and you have to take the responsibility not only the parents the society also assigns some responsibility so now it is a stage they used to move from fantasy to reality okay so when they enter to the stage of reality it create a lot of confusion among them how to behave how to whether to stay in the stage of fantasy or how to face the reality so who are able to make the balance they are able to create a balance in their life otherwise who are unable to make a balance it is going to create a stress and storm okay so we can say this is a very transit time in life and who are able to make the balance of all the things they used to lead a balanced life in the future so it is a very sensitive time period in everyone's life okay and as a teacher as a college teacher we are mostly used to deal the students at the stage of adulthood in the college life yes or no when
Yes,
the
ma'am.
children enter to the stage of degree, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ +3 degree ପଢନ୍ତି, ଯେତେବେଳେ college ଆସନ୍ତି, they all are at the stage of the adulthood. Okay, so it's a very sensitive time for each and everyone. So as a teacher, as a parents, we have to deal very sensitively with them, because they are at the stage of stress and storm. ସେମାନେ ଜାଣି ପାରନ୍ତି, confuse ହୁଅନ୍ତି, ନା ଆମେ ଏବେ ଛୋଟ ଛୁଆରେ ଅଛୁ ନା ବଡ ହେଲୁଣି, ନା ଆମକୁ ରେସ୍ପନ୍ସିବିଲିଟି ନବାକୁ ପଡିବ ନା କଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ, ନା how I will satisfy all. So at that stage, as a teacher, it is a very important time. We have to understand them. So we have to know that it is a stage of stress and storm for the children. Okay, not the children, they are the adult. So adulthood is a stage of stress and storm. Okay, we young adulthood is a stage of adjustment to the rapidly changing world. They are in a confusing situation, how to adjust. Okay, changing the stress and storm to chal. How if stress and storm will be there at everywhere, but they have to learn how to face them and how to accept them as a challenge. Okay, we have to teach them how they must accept it as a challenge. And at this stage, in the adulthood stage,
Ma'am,
mostly young. Yes,
PPT is
କଣ
not
କହୁଛନ୍ତି?
visible. ହଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ PPT ଦେଖା ଯାଉନି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଟିକେ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍। ଏବେ ଦେଖାଗଲା?
ହଁ yes ma'am.
Okay. So at this stage, students mostly want to learn. They want at this stage they want freedom. से ए स्टेज रे पिला हमर एडल्टहुड स्टेज रे पिला मानकू फ्रीडम दरकार, न्यू सोशल रिलेशनशिप दरकार. They want to learn the values, and we have to teach the values in them, not only values in the theoretical. It is a stage to practice the values. Okay, and it is a stage for preparation of family life, and it is a stage for preparation of citizenship, and to achieve their own professional goals. So these all are the target in front of them, which create more stress and storm for the students at the stage of adulthood. ବୁଝିପାରିଲ? Why it is called as a stress and storm stage? Why
Yes.
early adulthood stage is called as a storm and stress? କାହିଁକି ନା ଏ ସମୟଟା ଯୋଉଟା କି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ କେମିତି ଫ୍ୟୁଚରରେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ଲାଇଫ ଲିଡ୍ କରିବେ ତା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ କରିବାକୁ ପଡେ। ଫ୍ୟୁଚରରେ କେମିତି ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରପର ସିଟିଜେନ ହେଇପାରିବେ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ, ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ କରିବାକୁ ପଡେ। ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏ ଷ୍ଟେଜ ଟୁ ଲର୍ନ ଦ ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁଜ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟୁ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ଦ ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁଜ। ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁ କଣ, values କେମିତି ଆମେ practice କରିବା, ଖାଲି ଯୋଉ value there, it is a stage of conflict for them. They have learned all the values in a theoretical form, but when they see the world, only the values are not going to be practiced. It is going to create a dilemma in their mind. So how to practice the values create a confusion in them, so they feel stress for that. And this is a stage how to choose a particular professional life. ए स्टेज रे हमको समस्त को निजर ओन प्रोफेशन को हमको चूज करिया पड़े, जेमती हमर जेमती एजुकेशनल सिस्टम अछि हमर कंट्री रे इंडिया रे। आफ्टर +2 वी हैव टू चूज ए प्रोफेशनल लाइन के कोन मते फ्यूचर रे को प्रोफेशन करिवार अछि। सो इट्स क्रिएट ए ग्रेट स्ट्रेस अमंग देम। सो एडल्टहुड दैट स्टेट में कहा जाय छी जे अर्ली एडल्टहुड इज ए स्टेज ऑफ स्टॉर्म एंड स्ट्रेस। ओके,
Yes ma'am.
जदि स्टॉर्म एंड स्ट्रेस कहा छी, then how we will make the balance of it, how ଆମେ ଆମର एजुकेशन सिस्टम रे भी ଆମେ ताको केमिति ताको डील करिवा, आ ଆମେ को प्रकार एजुकेशन को ଆମେ एनकरेज करिवा, then our young adulthood children will be feel more relaxed, and they will accept their life, and they will accept the life as a challenge. Okay, and we can say this is a stage also for identity formation. ए स्टेज रे ही से माने निजरे तांकर आइडेंटिटी फॉर्मेशन करंती, केमिति ना सेल्फ कांसेप्ट रे, सेल्फ इमेज रे, सेल्फ एस्टीम रे। ओके, कौन बुझुछ एथिरे सेल्फ कॉन्सेप्ट सेल्फ इमेज सेल्फ एस्टीम के कहबो मते
से सबବେଳେ निज ପାଇଁ ହିଁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିଥାଏ ନିଜର पर्सनालिटी ନିଜର सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट सब जिंस ପାଇଁ ओन थिंग
यस यस एटा होची कोन ना इट इज ए स्टेज ऑफ आइडेंटिटी फॉर्मेशन निजर ओन आइडेंटिटी क्रिएट काहे ना सेति समय टिल द एडोलेसेंट we are taken to grant the children but when they enter to the stage of adulthood there they feel that we have to create my own identity in the world. Okay, so it is that's why it is called as the stage of identity formation and importance has given on self concept. कौन सेल्फ कॉन्सेप्ट माने कौन प्रथम कथा होची व्हाट एवर द थिंग्स आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग विद इन मी दिस इज माय सेल्फ कॉन्सेप्ट. ओके बट आई हैव टू क्रिएट माय सेल्फ इमेज. सो जहा सेल्फ कॉन्सेप्ट अछि ताको मते केमिति रिप्रेजेंट करिवार अछि हाउ आई विल मेक माय इमेज इन फ्रंट ऑफ अदर्स सेल्फ इमेज how I have to maintain my self esteem. Okay, so these all the things create a great dilemma, a confusion among them. Okay, so that's why it is also a stage of stress and storm. And they think that how we have to inculcate a attitude of acquiring the ability of learning from criticism because they know that ए समय से माने क्रिटिसिज्म भल पांतिनी किंतु जो माने जानंती जे क्रिटिसिज्म रो मते लर्न करिवार अछि एंड क्रिटिसिज्म रो मोर निजर सेल्फ कांसेप्ट मते डेवलप करिवार अछि दे आर एबल टू एडजस्ट इन द सोसाइटी एंड we have to inculcate that attitude among them that they have to learn from criticism. Okay, otherwise they are maybe emotional or they are unable to maintain their emotion or lack of balance of emotion are the is to create a extreme situation among them. ए समय is a stage that जो माने चाहंती भलो होबा पई माने भलो होई जानती जो माने किंतु जो माने चाहबा पई से माने जानती किंतु जो माने बैलेंस करि पारंतिनी से माने लाइफ रे फेल्युअर हो जानती. Okay, so they have to maintain all that is self concept, self image, self esteem. Yes.
yes ma'am.
And another things are that what are the main concerns in their life, the familial concerns, what are there attainment of moral autonomy, attainment of emotional autonomy, preparing for marriage and lack of trust parent for them. एबे स्क्रीन देखा जाउची ना अरे किए गोटे एश्योर कर तुमको स्क्रीन देखा जाउची
नो मैम
देखा गला देखा जानी
नो मैम ना नहीं
देखा जानी काकू भी देखा जानी अरे मु तो शेयर करची
नो मैम देखा जाउनी
यस मैम स्क्रीन विजिबल होउची
होची
यस मैम
अरे काकू देखा जाउची काकू देखा जाउनी बोले देखा जाउची
यस मैम
Yes, ma'am.
ए पिपटे देखा जाउची फैमिलियल कंसर्न
हाँ यस मैम
Yes, ma'am.
ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କର ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିଆଲ କନସର୍ନ ରେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ମେନ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କଣ ଏ ଷ୍ଟେଜ ରେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ storm କାହିଁ ହୁଏ ନା ତାଙ୍କର କଜ୍ ଥାଏ attainment of moral autonomy ସେମାନଙ୍କର morality development କେମିତି ହବ attainment of emotional autonomy preparing for marriage and family responsibility ସେମାନେ ଫିଲ୍ କରନ୍ତି ଯେ ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ରେ ଆମକୁ କେମିତି ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ଲାଇଫ ଲିଡ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ we have to take that responsibility how to learn the parenting styles authority how to they have the authority crisis how to be a authority, because at this stage they want to be the authority, they never want to control by others, they want to play like leaders, how to lead. So there is a authority crisis situation, lack of trust, parent absent families, जोटा कि mostly जो family ମାନଙ୍କରେ parents ମାନେ ନଥାନ୍ତି କିମ୍ବା ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯୋଉଠି ଅଧିକା responsibility ନବାକୁ ପଡେ ସେଇ familial concern ଗୁଡାକ ବି, so these all are the things they mostly face at this young adulthood stage. Okay, ଯଦି ଆମେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି କନସର୍ନସ୍ କହିବା, କଲେଜ ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ କନସର୍ନସ୍ କଣ, କଲେଜ ଯଦି ବି ସେମାନେ କଲେଜ ଲାଇଫରେ ସେଇଠି ତାଙ୍କୁ କଣ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଫେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡେ, କଲେଜ ରିଲେଟେଡ୍ କନସର୍ନସ୍, challenges of college students କଣ, development of cognitive skills, how to choose a vocation, developing gender appropriate relationship, achieving socially responsible behavior, being goal oriented. So these all are the challenges they face at the college life. पढ़ो एपीपीटी टा पढ़ो, एटा बहुत इजी पॉइंट उडा जदी कोडा न बुझी पड़ो एक्सप्लेन करबा। एपीपीटी टा पढ़ो, कॉलेज रिलेटेड कंसर्न्स कोन अछि ए पॉइंट उडा को पढ़ो, जदी कोडा न बुझी पड़ो कुहो। बुझी पड़ो सब जाको?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, ताले डिस्कशन करिया दरकार नै ना, आगो जिबा ना, जदी कोडा कहूचो डिस्कशन करियो ताले
PPD अब देखा जाऊ, हाँ देखा।
कोन लिखी छी कहलो, कॉलेज रिलेटेड कंसर्न्स उडा जण पढिलो की?
Development of cognitive skills.
Yes. Are they facing such problem at this stage, development of cognitive skills? Cognitive skill माने
Choosing
कोन बुझुजो?
own personality, own idea, own
ना, कॉग्निटिव स्किल माने केमिति हमकु कॉग्निटिव रे डेवलपमेंट करिवा दरकार, केमिति एनालाइज करिवा दरकार, सिंथेसाइज करिवा दरकार, कंपेयर करिवा दरकार, these all are the cognitive skills. बुझि पछो?
yes,
Analyzing ability, synthesizing ability, memorization, these all are the cognitive abilities. Okay? Okay, so on the basis of it they used to face the problem. Okay, सेमिति choosing vocation, कौन प्रोफेशन करिवे, कौन vocation करिवे, to choose they may mostly face the problem. हां कि नहीं, ए स्टेज रे पिला मानक एटा गोटे मेन प्रॉब्लम थाए कि नहीं, को vocation चूज करिवा, को प्रोफेशन चूज करि।
yes, ma'am.
Yes, next point पढ़लो कौन लिखी छी?
Developing gender appropriate relationship.
Yes. Are they face such problem at this stage, developing gender appropriate relationship? कौन बुझुचो एटा?
ବନ୍ଧୁତ୍ୱ ମାନେ ସିଏ ତାର ସାଙ୍ଗ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କେମିତି ମାନେ ଜେଣ୍ଡର ସାଙ୍ଗ ସେ ଚୁଜ
On the
କରିବ
basis of the gender, how will be,
yes,
what will be the behavior with the others? Okay, जदि माने
yes,
पुओ पिला हेतिले तांकर को प्रकार मोर बिहेवियर हवा दरकार, किबा जियोटे जदि फीमेल
yes,
आई एम ए फीमेल, what should be my behavior with others, or how I have to maintain different type of relationship in the society, in the family. Okay, that is called as the gender appropriate relations.
yes,
Okay, and this is the stage they used to learn, okay, how to behave with others on the basis of their gender. Okay, and another is that achieving socially responsible behavior. As an individual, what is my social responsibility? So we have not only the family responsibility, not only the individual responsibility, we have certain responsibility for the society also. So here at this stage, a person used to get the confused. What is my social behavior? What is my social responsibility? Okay. And at last is that goal oriented. What is my goal? How I will achieve my goal? How I will be goal oriented? So these all are the concerns at this early adulthood stage. Yes. Then next, college related kotha kale, academic concerns. What is academic concerns? Develop effective study habits, healthy teacher student relationship, good peer relationship. So these are the academic concerns also they used to face at this adulthood stage. Yes. ଏଟାକ ବହୁତ ସହଜ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ, ଇଜି ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ, ଏଟାକ ଅଳ୍ପରେ ପଢିକି ବୁଝି ପାରିବ ତମେ. Yes. Next we will move to youth culture. At this stage, what are the mostly youth culture is also going to create the stress and storm for the adult children at this adulthood stage. Another is that ragging. ए स्टेज रे देखिबो पिला मानकर मोस्टली से माने सफर हुंती इन रैगिंग डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट रे, डिफरेंट सोशल ग्रुप रे. तंकर जो स्ट्रेस एंड स्टॉर्म रो मुख्य कारण था रैगिंग. हां कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then student aggression. Student aggression kana rigid role and regulation of college. Student aggression is समय रे मध्य main habit of the students at this stage. ସେମାନେ ମୋଷ୍ଟଲି ଏଗ୍ରେସିଭ ହୁଅନ୍ତି କାହାକୁ ନେଇକି ନା ଯୋଉଠି କିଛି ରୁଲ ରେଗୁଲେସନ ତାଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଇମ୍ପୋଜ କରାଯାଏ, କିମ୍ବା ରିଜିଡ ଏକ୍ସାମିନେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ, ଅବସୁଲେଟ ଟିଚିଂ ମଡେଲ୍ସ. ଏ ସ୍ଟେଜ ରେ ଦେଖିବ ପିଲାମାନେ ମୋଷ୍ଟଲି ଏଗ୍ରେସିଭ ଥାନ୍ତି. ତମେ କଲେଜରେ ଦେଖିବ ଡିଗ୍ରୀ ସ୍ଟେଜ ପିଲାମାନେ ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଦବା, ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଏଗ୍ରେସିଭ ହେଇଯିବା, ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ ରେ ବସିବା, ଏଗୁଡା ସବୁ ତାଙ୍କର କମନ ହ୍ୟାବିଟ ଥାଏ ଏ ୟଙ୍ଗ ଆଡଲ୍ଟହୁଡ ସ୍ଟେଜ ରେ. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବଡ ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତି ଏ ହ୍ୟାବିଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଅଟୋମେଟିକ ତାଙ୍କର କମିଯାଏ. ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଏଗ୍ରେସନ ଟା ବି ତାଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ୟୁଥ କଲଚର ରେ ଆସେ. ଏ ସ୍ଟେଜ ରେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ଏଗ୍ରେସିଭ ନେଚର ଟା ଅଧିକା ଥାଏ. କାହାକୁ ନେଇକିରି ନା ରିଲେଟେଡ ଟୁ କଲେଜ ଲାଇଫ କିମ୍ବା सोसाइटी ମଧ୍ୟ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବେ କୋଉଠି କିଛି ଇନଜଷ୍ଟିସ ହଉଛି କିମ୍ବା ତାଙ୍କ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ସେମାନେ କୋଉଠି କିଛି ପାଉନାହାନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କର ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ଫୁଲଫିଲ ହେଇପାରୁନି, ତାହେଲେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ କରିବା, ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ କରିବା, ଏ ସବୁ ଯୋଉ ଆଗ୍ରେସିଭ ହ୍ୟାବିଟ ଗୁଡାକ ବିହେଭିୟର ଗୁଡାକ ବେଶୀ ରିଫ୍ଲେକ୍ଟ ହୁଏ. Yes. So these are also the cause of stress and storm for them. Yes. स्ट्रेसर. स्ट्रेसर काहाକୁ କହୁଛେ ନା ଯୋଉଟା ଆମକୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ କ୍ରିଏଟ करे ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସର ବୋଲି କହୁଛେ. ତ କଣ କଣ ଏ ସ୍ଟେଜ ରେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ କ୍ରିଏଟ करे ସେଗୁଡିକ ହେଲା ହେଲ୍ଥ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ, ପିୟର ଗ୍ରୁପ ପ୍ରେସର, ରିଲେସନशिप, parental discord, financial difficulties and their own level of performance. ଏମାନେ ଏ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ହଉଛି ମୁଖ୍ୟ କାରଣ ଯୋଉଟା କି ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ କ୍ରିଏଟ करे. ହେଲା. हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम जदि अकॉर्डिंगली सेमानकर हेल्थ डेवलपमेंट, फिजिकल डेवलपमेंट होनी, इट इज ए स्ट्रेस फॉर देम. यस. हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम. सेमती पीयर ग्रुप प्रेशर, सांगसाथी मानक द्वारा बेसी इन्फ्लुएंस हवा, सांगसाथी मानक द्वारा इंपैक्ट पड़िबा इज आल्सो ए कॉज ऑफ स्ट्रेस. सेमती हाउ टू मेंटेन द रिलेशनशिप, पेरेंटल डिस्कॉर्ड. ए समय मोस्टली पेरेंट्स मानकर सपोर्ट से माने पांतिनी काई ना सेमाने जहा कहंती बेले बेले पेरेंट्स तांको कथारे राजी हुंतिनी. सो पेरेंटल सपोर्ट न पाइबाटा भी तांकर स्ट्रेस रो कारण हुए. एंड मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट इज द फाइनेंशियल डिफिकल्टीज. एट दिस स्टेज they want to spend more but they are unable to earn. So this is the main cause of stress at this early adulthood stage. So financial difficulties and their own level of performance. ସେମାନେ जो भी काम करती यदि ସେମାନେ perfectly perform करि पारुनांती then it is also a cause of stress for them, the level of performance. So these all are the stressor for them at this stage. Yes. बुझी पारलो समझते?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next slide देखा जाउछ ना slide?
Yes.
Effects of stress. जदि हमें stress कथा हले ए जो stress रो effect तांको ऊपर कोन रहे हैला. Effects of stress होची ए stress हबा जोगु सेमानकर इमोशनल डिस्टरबेंस हुए, बिहेवियरल प्रॉब्लम हुए, lack of cognitive development properly हेई पारेनी, सेमानकर ईटिंग डिसऑर्डर हुए, and starvation sickness हुए and consumption of more food also बेले बेले stress जोगु भी अधिका food खाइबा sexuality disorder depression delinquency drug culture so these all are the effect of stress जोड़ा stress जोगु ए सबु गुडाको तांको पई problem हे जाय माने ए सबु पई stress हुए एवं stress जोगु मध्य तांकर life रे विभिन्न प्रकार disorder आसे so that's why it is a very risk सेति हम कहली it is a very risk and very transit time in everyone's life okay emotional disturbance behavioral problem lack of cognitive development eating disorder जोटा कि एनोक्सिया नर्वस हो जोटा कि आमे कहउचे जे सिकनेस स्टार्वेशन सिकनेस बुलिमिया माने जो माने अधिका फूड खाने सेटा को जे बुलिमिया so consumption of more food sexual issues depression delinquency okay so these all are the issues mostly arise at this stage
मैम ड्रॉ कल्चर माने कोन
they mostly used to addict with the drug माने जो अल्कोहल यूज करिवा सिगरेट खाइबा जेतेबेले से माने स्ट्रेस को मैनेज करि पारंतनी गोटे पर्टिकुलर ड्रग टू रिलीव फ्रॉम दैट they used to be addict with that a particular drug mostly drug habits used to develop in the young adulthood stage बुझी पारलो कोन पचारतुलो
यस मैम मैम पीपीटी टा विजिबल होनी
औनी
नो मैम
एपे हैला
यस मैम
हैला तो वर्तमान एबे मैं ये ब्लॉक 4 रो डिस्कशन कले एतिकी हिताउ काहेकि ना आउरी बहुत गुडा जिंस अछि त मत दुईटा क्लास अछि आमे सेथरे ये करबा आमे डिस्कशन कले स्ट्रेस एंड स्टॉर्म कोन एटा मु भी तुमको डिस्कशन करे करबी जो माइक्रो मेसो एक्सो एंड मैक्रो सिस्टम कोन एटा तमरो परे अछि नेक्स्ट होची आइडेंटिटी फॉर्मेशन कोन familial concerns कोन कॉलेज रिलेटेड concerns कोन एकेडमिक concerns कोन early adulthood stage रे youth culture कोन stressor कोन and effects of stress कोन तापर नेक्स्ट आसीबो तमरो मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ भाबुछु मैनेजमेंट ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ नेक्स्ट क्लास टू आरंभ करिवा डिस्कशन करिवा काई ना इतरे बहुत गुडे थेरापी अछि एबे आरंभ कले भी आमे सब थेरापी विषय रे डिस्कशन करि परिबानी तो नेक्स्ट क्लास रो आमे आरंभ करिवा एबे पर्यंत कोन तमरो डाउट अछि कोन बुझी पालनी को आमे आ 5 मिनिट 10 मिनिट जहा अछि डिस्कशन करिया डाउट क्लियर करिया को रिलेटेड भी तमरो किछि डाउट अछि पचारो हम डिस्कशन स्क्रीन शेयर बंद कर दोछि हो तार किछि डाउट अछि
नो मैम
किछि डाउट नै अच्छा पढु न बधे तम माने केते जनकर ए पेपर ता अछि 5-6 जनकर सब 1 2 3 4 जन सब जॉइन करछो को दिन के जॉइन करछो बधे मु तो अलगा अलगा ना रे सुनुछ ना अलगा अलगा अकाउंट रु जॉइन करछो ठीक अछि के कहबो कि कोन पचारिबो कि कोन तमनकर रेस्पॉन्ड न देखले भी पढ़ाया पे इच्छा होनी किए रीना कोन कहबो कि
नो मैम नो
Okay, otherwise we will stop here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we'll stop. Next class we will start from the mental management of mental health. Okay, we'll stop here.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.